Through the air for the tip-in opportunity. That one rolls off. Now the Pistons with a chance. Alec Burks steps on the boundary.
Yep, I mean, the court doesn't get smaller or it doesn't get bigger. You know it's going to stay the same. Be in the right possession.
Turnover for the Pistons. Make that 18 turnovers. That is Young the other way. That's it knocked away. Hamidou Diallo with it for the Pistons out in the right corner. Now goes to the right block. Isaiah Stewart with the left hand. And he is fouled to get a chance to go to the line. Whew, good action. 32 seconds remaining here in the third.
Good action. So those turnovers, 18.
And help him. 14 points off those 18 turnovers for the Raptors. Hey, don't miss your chance to see Motor City Cruise basketball this season. You can cheer on the Cruise for their second season on Wayne State's Fieldhouse. Single game tickets are on sale now at cruisebasketball.com. First free throw is good by Isaiah Stewart. Having a nice night. Again, Pistons went with the big lineup here tonight to combat Toronto's length. Isaiah Stewart and Jalen Duren. Second free throw, back iron, no good. Stewart with 15 points.
Boucher just took the rebound from Scotty Barnes.
Barnes now with it. Just past the timeline. 8-second differential between shot and game clock. Barnes using the left hand, working against Hamidou Diallo. Diallo held firm, held his ground. That's an offensive foul on Scotty Barnes. You agree?
I do agree, but that's what I'm saying. On the other end, you'll call a foul.
Yeah, could have gone either way.
Yeah, but it's just the fact that just be consistent with it.
As it is, Pistons get a chance here. Plenty of time. 8 seconds left in the quarter. Burks pull up, left elbow, rattles around and down. Alec Burks, 17 points for the Pistons. They cut into this deficit, 84-77. A heave at the end of the quarter from Van Vliet. No good.
Sometimes you don't even want these. Referees just got some blank looks.
A lot like me most of the time. Toronto, 84. Detroit, 77. 1 quarter left to decide it here in Toronto. You're listening to the Pistons Radio Network, presented by DraftKings.
Hey, did you see that game last weekend? It was crazy.
Actually, we were there.
Wait, like in person? How'd you swing that?
Allegiant had a super affordable nonstop flight out there. And with how low the airfare was, buying tickets to the game was a no-brainer.
Hold my beer. I'm going to Allegiant.com right now.
Allegiant, the official airline of the Detroit Pistons. Non-stop.
Pump fakes on a 1-on-0. 4-pointers from beyond the arc of the sprinklers. Here's to the legends that fill the driveways of America. From the fans of the game to the Kia Telluride X Pro. The MVPs in horse to the ones in horsepower. Here's to the legends of the driveway. Kia is an official vehicle partner of the Detroit Pistons.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Hi, it's Jaden Ivey. It's a great day to be a Pistons fan. Get your tickets now and don't miss a single play as we take on the NBA's biggest stars.
Witness every minute of Pistons basketball this season by finding the ticket package that works for you. Whether you want to see the Pistons take on LeBron and the Lakers or Giannis and the Bucks. With the Pistons Flex plan, the choice is yours. Pick 7 or more games at an exclusive rate that works best for your schedule. Head to pistons.com/tickets today for more information.
It's time for tip-off with basketball in the BetRivers Sportsbook app. Bet same-game parlays where you can combine different bets from the same game for even bigger payouts and more action. Add our award-winning customer service, and it's nothing but net. BetRivers Sportsbook app and basketball. It's a whole new game.
Must be 21 plus. Available in Michigan only. Void where prohibited. Terms and conditions apply. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services Gambling Disorder Helpline at 800-270-7117.
Now let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Pistons Basketball Network.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit.
Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Welcome back, everybody. That timeout brought to you by Kia, an official vehicle partner of the Detroit Pistons. We are underway here in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter presented by Paceline. Pistons trailing 84-77. Johnny Kane, Rick Mahorn with you. Raptors with the basketball. Pascal Siakam working in the painted area. Turnaround jumper, good.
He's really picked it up. This has 13 points in the second half.
Yeah, Siakam's been a problem. Up to 19 points now, as you mentioned. Most of them coming in the second half. Hamidou Diallo knifing into the lane, has it knocked away. And the Pistons, caught at the other end.
Almost had to steal, but Boucher on the finish.
Chris Boucher came in with another thunderous dunk, and the crowd loves it here. 11-point lead for Toronto. This have to be careful. Isaiah Livers, right corner three. Shot wouldn't go. Foul underneath by Jalen Duren.
Nate Green is getting it from the Pistons bench.
That's 4 personals against Duren.
Duren's been struggling, 3 points, 2 rebounds,
and they're going to let him play on. Back into the ball game for Toronto. Gets it over to Pascal Siakam.
Of course, they go into their horse.
Siakam looking for separation against Isaiah Livers, and now he's cooking. 21 points for Siakam. The lead is now 13. That's Toronto's largest.
Taking advantage of the Pistons' turnovers, but not only allowing them any second chance opportunities.
Corey Joseph trying to dump it off to Jalen Duren underneath. Duren, first shot wouldn't go, and now a whistle, and that was going to go against Thaddeus Young. So whistle underneath, and Duren's going to get a chance to go to the line. That's 2 now on Young as Bojan Bogdanović gets set to check in for the Pistons.
Pistons bench 29 points. You might want to keep them in there to get you some points going, or put in Bogdanović, who's sitting up here at the scorer's table, to get in.
Pascal Siakam fouled, trying to say on the shot. I thought he was shooting. He kind of spun and elevated, but they're not going to give him free throws. They're going to say sideline out of bounds. 10:25 to go in the ball game. Raptors leading 90-78. Banton inbounds up top. To Young, whip it over on the wing far side. To Pascal. Now straight away backing out, trying to go at Duren. Elevates inside the arc. Jumper clean for Pascal after the slow start. He has come alive.
14-point lead. A couple of stops and scores now. And Toronto really puts the pressure on Detroit.
Burks leans in on a triple, and they're going to say he's fouled by Siakam from behind, and they're going to give Burks 3 free throws.
He cleared the screen, but did not go straight up and down. And I thought he threw his leg out. Well, maybe not. Adrian Griffin.
Well, Nate Bjorkgren Jonesy jumped off the bench and said, hit it, hit it, hit it. Referring to hit the button, hit the challenge. Pascal Siakam, Jonesy, I mentioned the slow start. If you recall, he was 2 of 9 to start the game. And since then, Siakam, 6 of 8 from the floor. He's got 23 points to go on, 4 boards, 4 assists, and a couple of blocks.
The previous play is being challenged by Toronto as a defensive foul on a 3-point shot.
All right. We knew that, but hey, Jason Goebel, we'll get him there. You know, we got to get these refs, a little more comfortable with the mic and the camera and whatnot. Got some good ones out there that we've talked many times about. A little more charisma on the mic. We're going to stay here, or are we going to take the break? Let's take the break. 10:04 to go fourth quarter. Raptors leading by 14 on Toronto Raptors basketball. Brought to you by Tangerine on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Hey, Raptor fans, what would you rather have? More money or more vacation? Whichever you pick, it's a win-win, just like hitting the 50-50 jackpot. When you buy tickets to the MLSE Foundation Lottery, you support kids and youth in communities across Ontario. Last season, over $1 million in jackpot prizes were won. That means more money and more vacation. Talk about a true win-win? Visit 5050raps.com for your tickets today.
Lottery license number 1274001. 18 plus. Play responsibly. Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved.
Hi, I'm looking to upgrade my kitchen.
Bathroom, Mom. We need an extra bathroom.
Emily, hang up.
This is so unfair.
Sorry about that.
No problem.
I need a loan for some home renos.
Well, do you own your home?
Of course, I'm the owner.
Then you're approved. Enjoy your new kitchen.
Bathroom! Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved.
Go to alpinecredits.ca to get started. Some conditions apply.
FSRA license 12616. Ugh.
Porter Airlines now offers you a choice of 2 airports when you fly out of Toronto. Your flights out of Billy Bishop Airport continue, minutes from downtown Toronto. New flights out of Pearson International Airport are being added to take you locally and across North America. Get Porter's same wonderful, elevated, all-economy experience with twice the airports to choose from. Look at flyporter.com. Porter, actually enjoy economy.
Toronto Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590 The Fan.
Welcome back. Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. Fourth quarter action. 10:04 to go, and the Raptors with a successful challenge. So both coaches win their challenges today. I'm not sure if we've ever had that.
No.
If we have, I'm not remembering it.
I don't either.
And we're getting a look at the replay from our TV friends right now. And I got to tell you, I'm a little bit surprised it was overturned based on what I saw. So take it and run if you're a Raptor fan.
I think it might have been Burks just kind of
selling it?
Yeah, selling it.
Because he didn't really throw himself into because he was in front of Siakam, but Pascal's hand was on the hip. But I guess they're just saying that it was minimal or token contact at best. Pistons still come away with points, though, as they just got a Jalen Duren dunk.
Pistons went through the Raptors there like they were 5 chairs sitting on the floor.
Thanks for tuning in to Westwood One's coverage of Super Bowl 57. This stream is sponsored by AutoZone. It's time to say goodnight to that check engine light with the free AutoZone Fix Finder service. It'll help troubleshoot the likely cause of your light for free. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
We're jumping up at midcourt.
I'm going for
Who you got?
Duren tonight.
I'll take Duren.
Yep.
Goebel with the basketball. Throws it up. Duren wins the tip. Nice work.
Oh, yeah.
Pistons with it. Bojan Bogdanovic using the left hand.
Yeah.
Dumps it off. Jalen Duren with a thunder dunk. And that basketball ended up somewhere in the streets of Toronto after it went through the cylinder.
Young Street.
There
the
it is.
longest
Young
street in North America.
They get the basketball back in for play. Pistons got the deficit to 12. Siakam trying to shed his defender. Amadou Diallo poked it away. Ends up in the hands of Malachi Flynn. Flynn shot wouldn't go. Amadou Diallo with it. Diallo! Oh, yes, sir!
Timeout.
Timeout. Toronto.
4-0 run right now.
The Pistons defense creating a little offense. And Amadou Diallo came in and threw it down. Diallo with 12 points, and the Pistons have cut this thing to 10 with 9:36 remaining. You're listening to the Pistons Radio Network presented by DraftKings.
Your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers have vehicles ready for you to drive home today. Hundreds of vehicles are arriving daily, so you can choose from a great in-stock selection, like the 2023 Ford Edge. Edge comes standard with a 12-inch center touchscreen and an available wireless phone charging pad. Plus, for a limited time, you will receive the Sun and Style package, which gets you 18-inch aluminum wheels and a panoramic Vista roof at no extra charge. Returning AZ Plan lessees can lease a 2023 Ford Edge SEL all-wheel drive with the Sun and Style package for $349 a month for 24 months, with $4,309 due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all lessees will qualify for Ford Credit Red Carpet low mileage lease. Payment includes $2,000 renewal cash. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Some exclusions may apply. Offer ends February 28th. See your Southeast Michigan Ford dealer today and drive off in a Ford Edge for $349 a month. Think Ford first.
Hey, Pistons fans, I'm attorney Mark Bernstein at the...
They've lost Cameron Johnson. They've lost some three-point shooting there. They still have Torrey Craig. They're getting Terrence Ross. I mean, they're not that bad off Phoenix when you think about the guys that they have on the bench too to shoot the ball.
Tell you what, the buyout market has been huge for the Denver Nuggets as well. Thomas Bryant, and Reggie Jackson. Big pickups for the Nuggets. Back to the action between the Raptors and Pistons. Raptors, by the way, making a move yesterday in signing Joe Wieskamp to a deal that will keep him in a Raptor uniform the rest of the season. After 2 10-day contracts with the Raptors, they now got him in the fold for the final 25 games of the season.
Well, they need 3-point shooting, Eric, right? And that's what it's all about.
We haven't seen Weezy today. I mean, we have seen him. He's on the bench. I'm just saying in the game. Again, Raptors without Trent and Anunoby today. 9:15 to go in the ball game. Raptors by 10. Siakam's got it far side, inside the arc. Staring at Diallo. Now turns his back, spins, fires. Bucket for Pascal.
He's really come alive in the second half.
7 of his last 9.
And Raptors ready to push this lead again.
17 in the second half for Pascal Diallo. Far elbow, left wide open, and he buries the jumper.
Really, really bad communication there. Boucher got picked off on the Iverson cut, and nobody helped him.
Driving, far side, Banton.
It's Young. Back to Banton on the left wing.
There's been a heavy dose of Pascal Siakam.
Siakam working at the left elbow against Hamidou Diallo. Puts it on the floor. Tough spin, turnaround.
That's
nasty.
Wow. That's like...
What are you supposed to do?
You can't do nothing. That was good defense, but that was damn good offense.
25 points for Siakam. 94-82 Raptors. Hamidou Diallo trying to answer at the other end. Right elbow. How about that? Hamidou Diallo.
Nice little cooking right there by Diallo.
Hami was 14 points off the bench. Now Banton working against Alec Burks. Burks chasing the play, gets it back out to Pascal Siakam.
Who do you think you're going to get it to?
Left wing, Banton, triple try, well off the mark, but Boucher there for the rebound, tucks himself into the right corner, and his three-point try won't go. And now Corey Joseph with it for the Pistons. Dumps it off to Bojan Bogdanovic. 1 dribble, 2 dribble, into the lane. Bojan Bogdanovic with the bucket and the foul.
And now you figure the new troops are coming in for Adrian Griffin. Julia and Barnes coming in for Thaddeus Young and Boucher.
As Bojan Bogdanovic heads to the line. Now he's a crafty, we always use that term, like crafty vet. But I would use that for Bogdanovic, right?
Crafty vet. Why can't he just be a basketball player that did a good job of getting to the basket?
He did. I'm not saying
crafty
they're not
because he's
mutually
old.
exclusive. No,
Because is he rickety?
No, that's not
Crafty is all the players. If you look at it, you give the young guys speed and you give the old guys crafty.
I guess. Well, no, I mean
sneaky.
Yeah,
whatever.
That was a 3-point play anyway. 94-87 now, approaching 8 minutes to play. Good crafty. Malachi Flynn, shot rejected. And the Pistons back with it.
There you go.
Jalen Duren, little rim protection. Blocked Malachi Flynn at the other end. Corey Joseph thought about the 3. They swing it over to the right corner. Bogdanovic, cross-court pass to the left wing. Corey Joseph, triple try, back iron, no. But Hamidou Diallo ends up with it. Diallo on the floor. Diallo lays it up and lays it through. It's a 5-point game.
No Fred Van Vliet is at the scorer's table.
They need him. 94-89, Toronto. 7:30 to play in the ball game. Scotty Barnes working against Duren. Now back out to Banton. Lano Banton thought about it. Still dribbling. A lot of dribbling. Banton shot up. No good. Thaddeus Young.
That was crafty or that's just old school?
That's about 15 years in the league. That's both.
That's both.
7-point lead for Toronto. 7 minutes to play. Bogdanovic, good look underneath. Jalen Duren with the dribble. Turnaround with the left hand. Almost got it. Instead, Young with it. Up to Flynn. Steps into a 3. Oh, no.
That's a confident shot right there.
Malachi Flynn.
That's what he does.
Back to a 10-point lead for Toronto. 99-89. Burks from the right wing. Back out to Corey Joseph. Joseph to the left hand, switches back to the right, somehow gets it to go.
Get him, Scooter. Get in that paint.
Like Kojo, back to an 8-point game, 6:20 to play. Malachi Flynn, big 3-point shot moments ago. Now he gives it up to Thaddeus Young, being bothered at the right block by Alec Burks. He kicks it out. Left corner, Flynn puts it on the floor. Flynn up to Banton. 1 to shoot on the shot clock. Shot wouldn't go. Loose ball. Toronto corrals it. Malachi Flynn. Now to Scotty Barnes on the left wing. 4 to shoot. Barnes working against Corey Joseph into the paint. Through contact, he's going to go to the line.
Oh, come on. Go, Bull.
They got him. Barnes heads back to the line. You can follow the Pistons on Twitter all season long for opportunities to score amazing prizes. Show us how you cheer using the hashtag Pistons.
Show us how you cheer.
That's how I do it.
Okay, now
social media with. Scotty Barnes, first free throw is good. Alec Burks checks out. Isaiah Livers in. Isaiah Stewart in.
He's got to take his shirt off.
In. Stewart forgot to take off. Isaiah Stewart.
Oh, I'm gonna get him for that.
He was wearing his warm-up T-shirt.
He's just walking on it like it's like he in the park. Pickup game. I'm wearing this.
Shirts and skins. So he peels
Shirts
the
and
gear
skins, huh?
and works his way down to the left block.
Why can't it just
You
be a
never
different
played?
color shirt?
Well, it could be. We never played it that way.
You played shirts and skins before?
Sure.
Okay.
Second free throw is good.
Scotty Barnes was struggling from the free throw line, but right now he's made it 7 for 10.
Yep, 17 points now. Back to a 10-point lead. Ivy, right wing. Bojan Bogdanovic, 3-point shot, wouldn't go. Rebound, Achua. Raptors moving left to right. Achua puts it down. That's a Euro step. Might have been one extra step, but no, they're going to say contact.
Yeah, he just took him off the dribble, and that's what I'm saying. The inconsistency. 5 fouls on Jaden Ivey right now.
He's almost reached the quota.
Really been backcourt for the Pistons have been very struggling a lot. 4 for 18. They're 1 for 7 from 3.
Ivy. First free throw wouldn't go for Achua. Ivy flirted with that triple-double last time out. Remember, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists. But tonight, he's had to work for it. 7 points, 7 assists, just 2 rebounds. And the 5 personal fouls.
Well, he made those shots at the end against San Antonio to finish that game.
You're right. Second free throw is good from Achua.
Achua's got 11 rebounds. Not necessarily known for his scoring punch.
102-91. Jaden Ivey with it. Slings it into the right corner, looking for Hamidou Diallo, but a whistle before, and it's going to go against Scotty Barnes.
Scotty Barnes waking up cringing, feeling, and he's got 5.
Yeah, Ivy put it into his left hand, got to the left block, and Barnes got him with the body. So Pistons get it right back. Bojan Bogdanovic with it. Jakob Poeltl comes out to defend him. Bogdanovic, right elbow. Hamidou Diallo rips the cords with that one.
Tommy is
playing tonight.
18 points, 8
Tommy
for
is
11.
playing. Efficient, effective. 5 minutes to play in the game. Deficit is 9. Siakam gives it up to Fred Van Vliet.
That's right there. Could be an early dagger.
Vliet.
As in Mark Champion's words, it might be an early dagger.
Hate to see it. 7 triples.
7 triples. Not 1, not 2, 7 of them.
Bojan Bogdanovic with it.
Back
From
at
the
him.
left corner. 3-point shot wouldn't go. Rebound Scotty Barnes.
He ain't got that much lift on his last 2 shots.
Barnes at the left elbow. Now down to the left block for Achua. Working against Bogdanovic. Lays it home. 106-93.
Delay game call for Toronto grabbing the ball at Achua.
And that's a first, so that's just a warning right now.
The 13, this is down 13.
Ivy brings the ball up the floor, and the Pistons are going to take a timeout. So this is where you got to lock it in, right? Down 13, still got some time left to play here, but Obviously, Jaden Ivey with the 5 fouls. He's going to have to be careful.
It's a lot of time. You look at it, it could be an eternity, but it's about the stops. It's about not letting Toronto continue to feed in the paint. 44 points in the paint. Those are the things that you have to look at and try to assess it moving forward.
The last time out in that loss that Toronto had their 3-game win streak snapped against Utah, gave up 76 paint points to the Jazz. Tonight, Pistons with just 36 in the painted area. And again, turnovers, the big story here in this one. Pistons with just 2 games left before we break for the All-Star, which is coming up next weekend out in Salt Lake City. But Toronto's big 3 tonight, Siakam, Van Vliet, and Scotty Barnes putting on a show.
Well, the one that's been really putting on a show is Pascal Siakam, and he's got 25 right now, but at the beginning it was he was 2 for 9, and since then this man has been like on fire.
31 for Van Vliet, leads everybody.
And he's been hot since the game started.
Since he signed his deal, basically. Jaden Ivey with it out of the timeout. Pistons down 13, approaching 4 minutes to play in the ball game. Isaiah Stewart had Pirtle on him, gives it up to Bojan Bogdanovic. Pirtle switches to Bogey. Bogey into the lane.
That was big boy move right there. That should have been the and one.
Bogdanovic, 26 points to lead the Pistons. Pirtle with it. Top of the key at the other end, gives it up to Siakam. Siakam working to his right.
Gave him too much space.
Free throw line jumper.
Gave him too much space. Took that big giant step. Being a former defender, you can't give him any airspace.
27 for Siakam, 108-95. Jaden Ivey with it, working against Pirtle through contact, and Ivey gets fouled by the big man.
Good bailout. But I tell you, looking at Nick Buchert being on that side, it looked like Ivy sold it. Pump fake, and then, oh my gosh. Thank you very much.
Take the play-in. Like, do you think you're going to win the championship, kind of slip a little bit into the lottery, come out and have one decent year, and then the next year, I'm not taking that, I want a championship? Like, no. In this microwave society where everybody wants everything right away, no, I'm sorry, you're going to have to grind your way for a bit. So if it means going through the play-in to get a first-round series against Boston or Milwaukee, or climbing up to 6 and having to play, a
Philly or Cleveland or
a good team, then take it. I don't get this.
I don't disagree with you, man.
I don't get this, championship or bust. You're not there yet.
Yep. Pirtle handing it off to Achua after Stewart one of 2 at the stripe on both his first and second trips to the line. 108-97, Raptors by 11. Siakam cut off at the far elbow, goes onto the near side to Barnes. Little head fake, sidestep into the corner, triple, no good. Crashing to the glass, Achua, but they're going to say over the back on Precious. And a foul against Toronto will send the Pistons down the floor. And more importantly for Detroit, stop the clock again and let them have a chance to get this thing back into single digits.
Fred really upset on that last play. And I don't know if he was upset with the foul call or the lack of movement. It was the foul call that upset Fred as we get a look at the replay. Precious trying to crash from the weak side.
Burks knocks down the first one.
He's had a nice game for them off the bench. 18 points, 6 of 9, 4 of 7 from distance. Guy can score. If you're looking for a Gary Trent Jr. version kind of guy with a little more experience, may not be the defender. Does work hard, but he's serviceable.
Siakam across center, hands to Freddie, gives it to Pirtle, back to Pascal, turns the corner into the paint, goes back out on the far sideline to Freddie, nearly picked off, but Fred controls it and knocks down the jumper at the free throw line. Freddie's got 33. Raptors push the lead back to 11 with 2:40 to go.
Good sequence there. Good sequence there. stop and a score here really puts Detroit in peril.
Bogdanovich whips a pass down on the left block to Stewart, to a cutting Ivy, bumped right at the rim by Pirtle. Jakob's going to foul out of this ball game.
Wow. Well, he had a tough whistle in the last game, too. Picked up 3 fouls very early in the last game. So
25 minutes today in the start. Pirtle with 6 points, 5 rebounds, 3 blocks, 2 steals. Ivy hits the first free throw, and the Raptor lead is 10. Awaiting the second free throw. It's up and in for Ivy. So again, the Raptor lead cut to single digits at 9 with 2:30 to play in the ballgame. Siakam will bring it up for the Raptors. Across center on the far lane, Pascal hands off to Freddie. See Thad Young. And again, a fake handoff to Pascal goes over to Freddie. Freddie driving, turns the corner from the perimeter to the paint, goes up and under the 10, missed on a scoop, wanted a call, didn't get it. Bogdanovich has it. There's still time, folks. 2 minutes to play. Bogdanovich to the rim, lays it in. It's down to 7 with 2:07 to play. And Adrian Griffin wants a timeout.
Hey, we saw what happened when the Raptors played Milwaukee, right? You play the clock, you get stops, scores, free throws. I mean, it's a 2-possession game with 2 minutes to go, or 3-possession game, 2 minutes to go.
2:05 to play, yeah.
And I'll say this, Eric, in terms of the Raptors in these kinds of games, and you know me, I show up with my chart every day and I track it. Raptors 29th in the NBA, 6-14 in games where it's with 3 points up or down with a minute to go. 29th, second last in the NBA.
But you know what I look at with that as well, Jonesy? 20 games.
Yeah.
20.
And the 20 games is in the top 10 in the NBA. So they're losing money. It's like leaving the front door open and trying to heat the neighborhood.
And my point too is, and again, I'll be or will be accused of drinking the Kool-Aid or trying to spread false prophecies or something. Give me back 4 of those. Not even all 8. You're not gonna go right. You're 6-14. Give me the differential there of 8. Make me 10-10.
10-10.
So then what's the record now for the Raptors?
Yeah, push it forward a little bit.
30-27.
Yeah, and you're probably sitting in 6th. And I'll say this, in their championship season, Eric, they were 17-6, second in the NBA in such games.
Van Vliet to Barnes to Young, everything on the perimeter right now. Now Siakam drives, hit, and wow, a late whistle, but they got it right, as Pascal will go to the free throw line with 1:52 to go. I'm going to be beating that one like a drum, Jonesy.
What?
6-14. And I know you've given that stat many times, but
I give it every time we get into a situation.
We talk
like
about
this.
the free throws, right? We always say, give me back just half.
Yeah.
At 6-14, give me back just half on the other side.
Yeah, it's a results-based business. And
heck, if I was asking for half of the losses, I'd be getting back 7.
Yeah.
I'd be getting back 7.
Yeah.
I'm saying give me just half of the differential.
And
make me 500.
I agree with you. And it's a results-based. You play a 48-minute game with 47 minutes and the game in the balance. What are you doing?
And that goes back to the point you made 5 minutes ago, but a young team that's a year removed from a lottery that's looking to build properly and slowly get there, not just do it overnight.
Yep.
Ivy drives to the 10, lays it in. A real quick hitter after the free throws from Pascal Siakam.
2-possession game.
111-105. The lead is 6. It was 14 in this frame. Van Vliet straight away, 1:22 to go. Drives into the paint, kicks out in the corner in front of his own bench. Triple is good from Mr. Fourth Quarter. Scotty Barnes with another key bucket.
Help off the strong side. Great delivery by Fred.
Isaiah Stewart up fake on the far wing. Gets into the paint, kicks out, delivers in the near corner to Bogdanovich, and you knew that one was going in right in front of his own bench. A huge triple to answer back on the Scotty Barnes 3. 1 minute to play. 1:14 108. Raptors leading by 6. Young to Van Vliet on the far wing. Back to Young. Inside the arc, now goes cross court to Achua. Went left, spins right. Oh, he undressed Bogdanovich and got right to the rim with a beautiful move.
What a tight handle by Precious Achua.
Raptors by 8. Ivy out to Bogdanovich, far side, driving into the paint, goes cross court. Picked up by Burks, hounded by Van Vliet. They're going to blow a whistle on Freddie. It's going to be 3 free throws.
Well, Fred said no. Dwayne Casey's holding up 3 fingers, and Ron Foxcroft is communicating with the replay center, and we're going to hear in a second. Dwayne Casey pointing at him, and they say it's only 2 shots. It's like both Fred and Dwayne looking there. Who's going to be right? Who's going to still, though, 2 shots. I mean, he'll still keep it at a 2-possession game.
Burks' first free throw good. 4 of 5 from the stripe tonight. 20 points in the ballgame off the bench in 28 minutes for Burks. Pistons have been fighting here these last couple of minutes trying to stay alive in this ballgame. Their percentage is up to just shy of 50. 11 of 19 in the fourth quarter of the Pistons. That's after the Jazz went 13 of 17 in the fourth a couple of nights ago. Burks with the second free throw good. The Raptor lead is 6. Some pressure from the Pistons, and the Raptors pass out of it. Van Vliet pinned towards center court, but he's able to get it away to Barnes. At the free throw line, look for Siakam, and it's knocked away by Detroit. Pistons have it with 15 seconds to go. Burks the trailer to Ivy on the near wing. Up fake, sidestep, triple, up and in. 10.1 seconds to play, and the Raptor lead is cut to 3.
Get it in. Get the ball in.
And Adrian Griffin calls a timeout.
Good move. Good move. They get it. It wasn't evident that you could get it in easily early. Call the timeout, advance the ball, and use the rule that I don't like.
Yeah. Throw it into the backcourt if you need to.
Yep. Start at center while everybody's guarding the basket. Go the other way. You could probably kill about 3 seconds.
All right, the Diamond Player of the Game presented by Kalani Jewelry, the official luxury jeweler of the Toronto Raptors. Jonesy, I'd say there's no doubt about it for the Raptors. Fred VanVleet with 33 points, 8 assists, 3 rebounds on 12 of 26, including 6 of 13 from long range. That said, Pascal Siakam with a monster second half, putting up 22 in the second half. He's got 28 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. If we're going to shout out somebody on the other side, Bogdanovich with 31 points. But again, Freddie B with the 33, the Diamond Player of the Game, brought to you by Kalani Jewelry, official luxury jeweler of the Toronto Raptors. They're going to need Freddie in his sure hands right now, though, to close out this game with 10.1 seconds to play.
See if he can make some. Raptors are going to have to make some free throws.
Barnes will inbound from the near sideline just in front of us. He's about 15, 12 feet away. And Isaiah Stewart's going to stand in front of Barnes.
Ball pressure. Let's see if the Raptors can get it in. They are out of timeouts. Ball must get in.
And they throw it into the backcourt to Van Vliet. Freddie trying to get away from Livers, and then Livers takes the foul.
Well, as I said, throw in the backcourt, what, you killed 3 seconds? 2.9.
Yep.
And now a couple of free throws make it a 2-possession game. Detroit does have a timeout left.
Van Vliet on the season, on the day, 3 of 5 from the line.
Squeaked it in.
Just crawled over the rim. So it's a 4-point game. This should ice the game if he can hit this one. Second one, clean. 5-point lead. Dwayne Casey's still going to take the timeout.
Sure, you're teaching. Yep. You got a young team. Nothing like the present and the game to practice it.
118-113.
It felt eerily familiar where the game was going. Raptors were able to gut this one out, though, in the last 5 minutes.
Well, I'm gonna repeat it, Jonesy. I just said it a couple of moments ago. Friday against Utah, the Jazz in the fourth quarter shot 13 of 17. The Pistons in this fourth quarter have shot 12 of 20.
60%. You can't. I mean, for the game, they're shooting 50%. You can't have that. And then, we talk about the averages and holding people to their average. I mean, as a team, the Pistons are 28th in field goal percentage at just over 45. They're 5% higher than their average. And that's the kind of stuff that makes it difficult. You make it difficult on yourself if you're Toronto.
7.1 seconds to play. Livers will be the one to inbound the ball for the Pistons on the near sideline to the right of their bench. Siakam's going to guard the inbound. Out there on the floor for the Raptors, Thad Young, Scotty Barnes, Fred VanVleet, Precious Achiuwa, Bogdanovich, Burks, Ivy, and Stewart for the Pistons. Livers trying to get in, and Pascal standing right in front of him. They find Bogdanovich up top, knocked away by Achiuwa. And as he knocked the ball away, at the last moment, Jason Goebel decides to blow a whistle and call the foul on Achiuwa. And only 0.9 came off the clock. Jonesy, if you're Achiuwa there, do you even do that? Do you not let him have the catch as opposed to risking picking up the foul?
Yeah. I mean, we're looking
Teachable
at
moment.
Teachable moment. A young player, third year. Allow the catch, sit in your chair, contain, contest.
Like, allow the catch, give him the three. Like, literally step back. Are they going to be able to inbound, set the feet, get a triple all in 7 seconds and still have time to get something else after?
Well,
I mean, maybe.
Even if you give up the catch, contain the ball, right?
Yeah.
Play the defense. Force them maybe to drive inside the line to kill a couple seconds. And
Bogdanovich makes both. So now the Raptors got to make sure they get the ball in.
Yep.
This game's not over, folks.
With no timeouts.
Raptors leading by 3. Pascal finds Freddie in the far corner. The ball was knocked away.
Nick Buchert initially signaled Detroit ball, and everybody's heart went in their mouth. But now Toronto has to get it in, and Pascal can't run the baseline.
Yeah, they're in the far corner. Siakam gets it in on the sideline to Achiuwa, and immediately the Pistons take the foul, Bogdanovich. So now Precious will go to the line.
So they leave a guy open who's shooting under 70%, not letting the ball get to Fred. And as a team, the Raptors in these games, 18th in the NBA, shooting 75%, three-point game, less than a minute to go.
Achiuwa. Too strong in the first one.
Dwayne Casey on Nate Green saying that ball was off Van Vliet.
Obviously, his bench has looked at the replay. He was screaming at the officials to check the replay, and they didn't. Second free throw good for Achiuwa. It's a 4-point lead for the Raptors. No timeout for the Pistons, so they've got to go the length of the floor, and they're down 4.
Just stand there if you're Toronto. Literally, stand there. Don't move.
They get it in to Ivy. Ivy across center. Going to pull up for a 3. He nails it. It's good.
They're going to review it to make sure it's good. And Dwayne Casey really upset now. He's on Nick Buchert saying that and you're right, I can only, we know Dwayne, I can only say he's being that adamant because
his bench saw,
and that's one where back in the day, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in to Westwood One's coverage of Super Bowl 57. This stream is sponsored by AutoZone. It's time to say goodnight to that check engine light with the free AutoZone Fix Finder service. It'll help troubleshoot the likely cause of your light for free. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
At the buzzer, and that's how this is going to end. Dwayne Casey is hot. A three-pointer at the buzzer goes down from Jaden Ivey. And Dwayne Casey still out on the floor. Looking for an explanation. He's hot about something.
119, 118.
That's how this one's going to end. You kidding me? A 1-point loss.
And then just trying to run good offense on our end.
Scotty, you, Pascal, Fred, all with 20-plus tonight. What kind of synergy was there from the three of you? It seemed like it's the first time in a while we've seen all three of you going on the same night.
We were just all being aggressive. We all taking great shots. We were just running our offense, and everybody was just getting good looks. So everybody was scoring the ball at a pretty good rate. Yeah.
Is there an answer, Scotty? And I'm not putting it on you. You're just the one we're talking to right now. Fourth quarter against Utah 5 minutes ago, it slipped away. Fourth quarter tonight, last few minutes, started to slip away and got real close. Any reason why having a tough time maybe closing out games?
Just got it. Like I said earlier, we just got to keep the ball in front of us, guard the ball. There was getting some layups on the right at the basket, some easy layups. So we just got to sit down and guard the ball.
All right, you're going to watch the game, right? You got a winner for
tonight? Who you got? I was going to say, who you got?
I probably think the Chiefs will win. Can't go against Mahomes.
There we go.
We're with you.
All right, that's what we got.
Thanks for the time, man. There is Scotty Barnes as the Raptors beat the Pistons 119-118. Scotty Barnes, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal, and a victory that I was going to say looks tighter on the scoreboard, but it was tight, period.
It was, yeah. Look, if you're the Raptors, you just escape, right? You take the win, and away you go.
All right, let's take the break, come back, wrap it up as the Raptors win 119-118 on Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Pamper that special someone at Elmwood Spa, Toronto's leading day spa. For 40 years, Elmwood Spa has been the leading destination for a relaxing and pampering experience. Let them enjoy soothing water therapies, a gourmet lunch, while wrapped in a cozy robe, or a couples massage in a private suite with a fireplace. Order your gift cards by phone or online at elmwoodspa.com. That's elmwoodspa.com.
This is you on a normal vacation.
This is nice. Maybe I'll read a magazine.
This is you getting more on a Sunwing Grenada vacation.
This is nice. I'm hiking up a mountain in Grenada. Woo! I can't wait to get back to the resort to have dinner and get a massage because I'm definitely going to feel this tomorrow. Oh, well, this is so worth it.
Pure Grenada, the spice of the Caribbean. With hundreds of top-rated resorts and excursions, you get more under our wing. Book with your travel agent or...
Ciao, Dominic Primucci here. The big game is the perfect time for our mouth-watering oven-baked pizzas, wedges, and wings. So from our family to yours, cheer on your favorite team and taste the difference. Pizza Nova, 439, Pizza Nova, 439, Pizza Nova.
Sitting at home wondering how to save money? Why not start with your windows and doors? That's smart thinking. Ecotech Windows and Doors can help. With EcoSmart technology, our latest product lines are all Energy Star, which means you'll save on your energy bill. And right now, we pay the tax for you or you don't pay until 2024. Now that's smart thinking. Quality and comfort you can trust and afford.
You'll see the difference right away with ecotechwindows.ca.
Learn more at ecotechwindows.ca.
Now back to Raptors basketball on Sportsnet 590 The Fan.
Welcome back to Scotiabank Arena. Eric Smith, Paul Jones with you. The Raptors beating the Pistons 119-118, the final, as Toronto improves to 27-31. And with the victory, they move back into the 10th spot in the Eastern Conference. So it was nip and tuck, and we didn't think it would be. But at the end of the night, the dust settles. The win is a win. They don't ask how. They just ask how many. 35 points, 8 assists, 3 rebounds for Fred VanVleet. 28 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks for Pascal Siakam. The double-double for Achua, 11 points, 11 rebounds. And we just had Scotty Barnes join us, our post-game guest. 20 points, 4 boards, 2 assists on the other side for the Pistons. 33 for Bogdanovich, 18 for Ivy, 21 off the bench for Alec Burks. And the Pistons ultimately shoot 50.6% as they had a hot fourth quarter, much like the Jazz the other night. But again, I say for the third, fourth, fifth time, a win is a win. And the Raptors ultimately got it done.
Well, take it if you're Toronto. Take it and run with it. I mean, gets you back in the winning column. As you mentioned, D, gets you back into 10th place. You're hanging around the play-in. Hopefully there's some time over the All-Star break for Jakob Poeltl to look at some video, familiarize himself with the playbook. And the Raptors do have a relatively favorable schedule coming home. And maybe they can climb into a spot, and we got some postseason action here at Scotiabank Arena.
Well, they got one more before the break, again against the Orlando Magic on Tuesday, and then it's the All-Star break, and after the break, Pelicans without Zion, Pistons again, Cleveland, Chicago. So those are the 4 games before February, and we flip the calendar to the first 2 into March, both against Washington. So you got a decent stretch here.
Yeah,
like
you got
really
teams in your neighborhood that you, if you're going to make yourself a play-in team, you got to win these games.
Yep.
These are games that, like, okay, you've had a good record against Cleveland, but here you get Detroit again, 2 against Washington. They're behind you. Like, you got to string some wins together.
Again, one last time, 119-118. The Raptors beat the Pistons. Thanks to everybody involved in the broadcast here at Scotiabank Arena and back at Raptors Central in Toronto. Raptors reaction post-game coverage coming up next. Thanks for tuning in to Toronto Raptors basketball, brought to you by Tangerine on Sportsnet 590, The Fan.
Hello and welcome to the Raptors Reaction Podcast on Sportsnet 590 The Fan. I'm your host, Tim Lou, speaking to you after the Toronto Raptors hold on in the fourth quarter against the Detroit Pistons. Honestly, like it was a closer game than I guess you would expect. The Raptors.
Thanks for tuning in to Westwood One's coverage of Super Bowl 57. This stream is sponsored by AutoZone. It's time to say goodnight to that check engine light with the free AutoZone Fix Finder service. It'll help troubleshoot the likely cause of your light for free. Restrictions apply. Get in the zone. AutoZone.
Strong with Jaden Ivey at 18 points, go along with 7 assists. And Alec Burks, again, we've seen him go to the starting lineup and come off the bench. Today, he really had it going. As the sixth man, he had 21 points, and Hamidou Diallo with the big spark, 18 points.
And that's really good when you see that guys trying to fall into their roles and understand what they're doing, especially after the trade deadline. A lot of times, guys are always on pins and needles and saying, okay, I might not be here, but it's something that you have to look at if you coach Casey and understand that, guys have emotions, but this was one of those.
Do you want to say one last thing about our buddy Mark Champion? Hope he's doing well, and he'll be back post All-Star break. So I know most people at home will be excited to have him back. And you'll be happy.
I'll be excited to have him back. I'm tired of you already. I got to see you on Wednesday. Jeez.
I'll be back on Wednesday. We're a game in Boston, but for now we're going to send it back in the studio. Jim Costa back with more post game. It is the Raptors who win it here at Scotiabank Arena, 119-118.
Detroit Pistons basketball on the Detroit Pistons Radio Network. This is the Pistons Tonight postgame show on the Pistons Radio Network. Here's your host, Jim Costa.
I'll take you the rest of the way following a Pistons loss. 1 point right at the end, down to the wire, 119-118. Johnny and Rick taking you through some of the biggest storylines of this matchup. How about Pascal Siakam in that second half? 22 points. And the Raptors scoring 50 in the paint. Pistons, they locked down defensively in that second half, but Siakam, he is a problem for everybody. That's an all-star, and that's a difference maker in a game that came down to a final possession. Free throws going back and forth. Pistons got good contributions off the bench, 43 bench points, like seeing Alec Burks and Hamidou Diallo contribute from the wing. Bogdanović had 33 points to lead the Pistons. I do have an update on that trade that may or may not be taking place with the Pistons and Sadiq Bey, the 4-team trade that sends James Wiseman to Detroit. We have an update from Woj of ESPN, Adrian Wojnarowski, reporting the 4-team trade held up by Golden State's concern over Gary Payton II's physical is tracking to be completed today. The previous report said that they have until 9:30 p.m. Eastern time to confirm the deal. This report from ESPN says tracking to be completed, which would mean James Wiseman could play for the Pistons in that game on Wednesday before the All-Star break. Again, not official, tracking to be completed later on today. 119-118 is your final score as the Raptors beat the Pistons. Coming up next, we'll let you know about the Pistons' next opponent because they played today. Scores from around the NBA coming up next on the Detroit Pistons Radio Network.
For 46 years straight, more of you have trusted Ford F-Series trucks to help save the day. Stretch the weekend, haul or tow, just about anything, anywhere. That's because they're built Ford tough. And it's why Ford F-Series are America's best-selling trucks 46 years straight. And for that, we thank you. Returning Easy Plan lessees can lease a 2023 F-150 XLT for $429 a month for 24 months, with $4,719 due at signing. Lease payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all lessees will qualify for Ford Credit Red Carpet Low Mileage Lease. Payment includes $1,500 renewal. Offer ends February 28, 2023. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Some exclusions may apply. Based on 1977 through 2022 CY total sales. See your Southeast Michigan Ford dealer today and drive off in a 2023 Ford F-150 for $429 a month. Think Ford first.
Every enterprise needs a reliable, high-performing network that can scale as needs change. That's why Everstream is expanding our business-only fiber network in the area. Our Ethernet, dedicated internet access, and dark fiber services deliver capacity up to 100 gigs with class-leading low latency, no-charge bandwidth bursting, and direct peering to the cloud apps you use most. Don't settle for the telecom status quo. Choose a partner that's raising the bar for business connectivity. Visit everstream.net today.
What a game it's been, and it's only getting better because now you can bet on the game with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the Detroit Pistons. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use code PISTONS. New customers can make any $5 NBA bet and get $200 in free bets instantly. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with promo code PISTONS. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services Gambling Disorder Helpline at 1-800-270-7117. Must be 21 or older in Michigan only. Bonus issued as free bets. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. See terms at DraftKings.com/basketball terms. Since 1927, Altec Lansing has been consistently delivering high quality and rich sound to generations of music enthusiasts. Whether you're shooting hoops or snowboarding, Detroit Pistons fans can enjoy music on the go with Altec Lansing everything-proof speakers and headphones. Shop online or in stores at Target, Walmart, Best Buy, Amazon, and various retailers. Altec Lansing, proud sponsor of the Detroit Pistons.
What's your priority? My priority? Making time for myself while taking care of everyone else. Whoa!
Mom, he won't share.
The office keeps calling you. Do the kids have swim lessons later?
Sometimes I just need a breather. So I'm glad Priority Health's Wellbeing Hub connects me to support that helps me
give that back. Mom!
Balance my day. With Priority Health, your priority is our priority.
good fight from the Pistons, but it was to no avail. A 1-point loss in Toronto, 119-118. This is the Pistons post-game show. And I touched on it in the pregame. It's what Toronto does. They're not particularly good. They do have an all-star, Pascal Siakam. He was great in the second half. And they squeeze out extra possessions. They were plus 10 in the turnover battle with the Pistons. That's 10 extra shots and possessions. And then the battle on the boards, 13-0 boards to 6 for the Pistons. The Raptors, it's what they do. Crash the glass, limit turnovers, and force the second most in the NBA. It's how you edge out wins, especially at home where they have a winning record. Let's check everybody else. Let's go around the association. It's presented by DraftKings. And there is one game other than our own in the NBA today. It was the Boston Celtics who won by 10 points at home against the Memphis Grizzlies, a 119-109 win. 37 fourth-quarter points. The difference for Boston is they pick up their 23rd home win, 23-7, playing at the Garden, and 41-16 now on the season. The betting favorite to win the NBA championship. Memphis ran into some foul trouble. Jaren Jackson Jr. got to keep him out of foul trouble, and they have a much better chance of closing that basketball game. Ja Morant, leading scorer for both teams, 25 points. He had 7 assists and 6 rebounds. It's time for tonight's Sounds of the Game. Presented by Klipsch Premium Audio. And the Pistons, I mentioned, a 1-point game. They gave themselves a shot when Jaden Ivey hit this shot.
And they beat the press. Fred VanVleet now. Trap comes on him. He gets it up to Scotty Barnes on the right wing. Ball knocked away. There's the steal. Bogdanovich with it.
All the way to the basket.
Bogey dumps it back. Jaden Ivey. Pump fake. Jaden Ivey. Left wing triple. Got it. Jaden Ivey. 3-point game. 10.1 to play.
If they would have gotten a few missed free throws, you got a chance to tie it back up on the other end. Ivy's 3 brought him within 3 and sent Johnny Kane's soul outside of his body temporarily. Johnny did a nice job, had a good time with tonight's call. Pistons fall 119-118. That was the sound of the game from Klipsch Premium Audio. The combination of thoughtful design, constant innovation, and premium materials creates the ultimate listening experience. Your music has never sounded so good. Klipsch, keepers of the sound. Pistons are going to play the Boston Celtics on Wednesday. We'll get you a little bit of a preview on that matchup. It's coming up next on the Detroit Pistons Radio Network.
Even a wager that misses can still be a slam dunk with BetMGM, an authorized gaming partner of the NBA. Place an NBA one-game parlay wager with 4 legs or more, and if you miss 1 leg, you'll receive up to $25 in bonus bets back. Just opt into this promotion on BetMGM's app or website. With one-game parlay, you can make selections within a single NBA game from tons of bet types, including team and player props. So go ahead and take your favorite NBA star to score big, the home team to cover, and the over in points. Opt into the promotion, then place an NBA one-game parlay wager of 4 legs or more, and you'll get up to $25 back in bonus bets if you miss 1 leg. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. You must be 21 years of age or older to wager. Michigan only. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets. Bonus bets expire in 7 days from issuance. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. This excludes Michigan disassociated persons.
Buzzer beaters from the curb, fadeaways, step backs, pump fakes, on a 1-on-0, 4-pointers from beyond the arc of the sprinklers. Here's to the legends that fill the driveways of America. From the fans of the game to the Kia Telluride X Pro, the MVPs in horse to the ones in horsepower. Here's to the legends of the driveway. Kia is an official vehicle partner of the Detroit Pistons.
Kia, movement that inspires.
This week on Little Caesars, the slices and the sticks. Will Marcy order pizza? Will Daisy choose Italian cheese sticks? Or will all the dinner drama come to an end with the arrival of Little Caesars slices and sticks, which is half pizza, half Italian cheese sticks. Get Little Caesars hot and ready slices and sticks, or order online for new jalapeno or bacon sticks.
Pizza.
Plus tax where applicable. Available at participating locations. Prices may vary. Prices higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and third-party online sites.
You don't have to play for the Pistons to be treated by the same doctors who keep the team at their best.
I can't dunk in size 18 sneakers, but I can play 18 holes.
I don't box out defenders in mesh shorts, but my hip is back in the game.
I'm not a Piston, but I'm running on all cylinders after back surgery. I am Henry.
I am Henry.
Henry Ford Health. official team physicians of the Detroit Pistons. And you. Visit henryford.com/team docs.
What up, though, Pistons fan? Don't miss a second of Pistons basketball this season. Get your tickets now and get downtown. I'll see you there.
You heard it here from Kay Cunningham. We want to see you there. Get to Little Caesars Arena this season to be a part of the action and participate in Teal Takeover Nights, In It For My City Nights presented by Ally, and much more. And don't forget about our exclusive player bobblehead giveaways. Be a part of the best game experience in the city of Detroit. Head to pistons.com/tickets to get yours today.
Now let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Pistons Basketball Network. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Jim Costa wrapping up the Pistons post game. A 1-point loss in Toronto, 119-118. Keep an eye on Jalen Duren. He had an ankle injury right before halftime and tried to play through it, only played 21 minutes. Keep an eye on him because the Pistons' next matchup against the Boston Celtics, they're going to need all hands on deck. Sounding more and more like James Wiseman will be cleared. The trade will be official, and he could play for Detroit when they play on Wednesday. That's the final game before the All-Star break. That is a game against the Boston Celtics. That game is at the TD Garden. Boston has won all three of the meetings this season, looking to get the season sweep. That is a 7:30 tip, which means we will be on the air at 7:05 to give you Pistons basketball against the Boston Celtics. If you're listening locally in Detroit and on some of our affiliates, Super Bowl coverage will be coming up next. If not, that's all right. We will talk to you guys next week when the Pistons play the Boston Celtics. This is the Detroit Pistons Radio Network.
The Pistons Tonight postgame show on the Detroit Pistons Radio Network.
This has been a presentation of Odyssey Sports. For even more coverage of your team, download the free Odyssey app and listen to your favorite stations, shows, and podcasts. The following is a presentation of Odyssey Sports. For even more coverage of your team, download the free Odyssey app and listen to your favorite stations, shows, and podcasts.
Nonprofit focused on providing holistic health services and options for those with special needs, including autism and other developmental disorders. Do you know someone ages 5 to 65 with a developmental disorder that could benefit from yoga, Reiki, dance, exercise, and massage therapy? These sessions help with coordination, balance, stress, and more. Learn more at popearth.org. That's popearth.org.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for Super Bowl 57.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
My entire life, I felt like God was using me to give others hope. And now with the new set of circumstances, I can only say he's doing what he's always done. I have a long journey ahead, a journey full of unknowns and a journey full of milestones. But it's a lot easier to face your fears when you know your purpose. My third night awake in the hospital, I met an ICU doctor. His name was Yusuf. He told me he had a similar experience. He showed me he was okay, and that meant so much to me. There was so much uncertainty at the time, and just him coming to me, showing that I could live a normal life again, it meant so much to me in the moment. So I want to give a big thank you to him, and a special thank you to everyone on this stage for everything they did for me. And thank you everyone around the country and around the world who prayed for me and hoped for me. The journey will continue.
It had the chance to be a tragic chapter and a defining and horrific moment from this 2022 season, but instead it's been a story of heroism and inspiration. From the moment Damar Hamlin collapsed on the field in Cincinnati 41 days ago until Thursday night, when you just heard him triumphantly appear on the stage at NFL honors with first responders and healthcare workers behind him, the football world has responded to Damar with love, prayers, and donations. Tonight here at Super Bowl 57, a special tribute has been organized and is about to play out on the field in front of us right now.
Joining us this evening are first responders and medical professionals from the Buffalo Bills, Cincinnati Bengals, and University of Cincinnati Medical Center. These heroes work every day to keep their communities safe and also led Damar Hamlin's medical team during his recovery. Please give them a warm welcome to Super Bowl 57. Also joining us tonight, a special guest here to share his appreciation. Ladies and gentlemen, Buffalo Bills safety, Damar Hamlin.
Thunderous applause, a standing ovation, hugs all around for Damar Hamlin as he is out on the field right now, hugging those responders who are all being honored here tonight. What an incredibly emotional moment taking place on the field right here at Super Bowl 57. As we said, became one of the defining moments of this season, not of tragedy, but of heroism and hope. And Damar showing his hands together in the shape of a heart right now, showing his love for these first responders. Wow. Still ahead, our conversations with Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts. You're listening to Super Bowl 57 on Westwood One.
The only app you need at your Super Bowl party is FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Download FanDuel and bet Super Bowl 57 with a no-sweat first bet. You'll get up to $3,000 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. FanDuel lets you bet on everything from the money line to point spreads to who will score a touchdown. The FanDuel Sportsbook app is safe, secure, and super easy to use. Join FanDuel with promo code WIN to claim your no-sweat first bet on Super Bowl 57. That's promo code WIN. Make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL.
21 plus in select states. Must be present in select states to wager. First online real money wager. Only $10 deposit required. Refund issued as non-withdrawable sportsbook bonus bets, which expire in 14 days. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG for Colorado, Iowa, Michigan, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Illinois, Tennessee, and Virginia. 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342 in Arizona. 1-888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org/chat in Connecticut. 1-800-9-WITH-IT in Indiana. 1-800-522-4700 or visit ksgamblinghelp.com in Kansas. 1-877-770-STOP in Louisiana. Visit www.mdgambler.org in Maryland. 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369 in New York. 1-800-522-4700 in Wyoming or visit www.1800gambler.net in West Virginia.
You've got advanced prostate cancer, but you're not waiting around. You want straight talk, the facts about Orgovix.
Orgovix Relagolix 120 milligram prescription tablets is a treatment for adults with advanced prostate cancer. Fact: Orgovix is a different kind of androgen deprivation therapy treatment, a pill, not an injection. Orgovix may cause serious side effects, including a heart condition called QT prolongation. Tell your doctor right away if you feel dizzy, faint, have a racing or pounding heart, or chest pain. Orgovix can cause harm to an unborn baby or miscarriage. Use birth control during treatment and for 2 weeks after Orgovix treatment. The most common side effects include hot flushes, increased blood sugar and blood fat levels, muscle and joint pain, decreased blood hemoglobin levels, increased liver enzymes, tiredness, constipation, and diarrhea. Other side effects include weight gain, decreased sex drive, and erectile function problems. Orgovix may cause infertility. Talk to your doctor if infertility is a concern for you.
Go with Orgovix. Ask your doctor. For more facts, visit gowiththefacts.com.
Welcome back to Super Bowl 57 on Westwood One. From the Progressive Insurance Set, I'm Scott Graham. Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save nearly $700 on average. Call or click today to find out if Progressive could save you hundreds on your car insurance. Now, today is the next step in the growth of Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts. It all started when he tailed his dad into the high school coach's office and then first fell in love with a football. It ran through his time at Alabama, which ended with him being pulled from a national championship game. And then, after rising again at Oklahoma, he was drafted by an NFL team which already seemed to have a franchise quarterback. Here in February of 2023, Jalen Hurts has conquered every challenge that's been thrown his way. In about 30 minutes, he'll make history as one of 2 black starting quarterbacks, a Super Bowl first. I asked him this week about the significance of this moment.
There's so many kids out there watching. There's so many kids that have been watching. sitting here 24 years old and having these opportunities in front of me, of course, there's a yearning, desire, and eagerness to continue to take steps and continue to grow. And I think that's all a reflection of the work that I put in, which will be done. So I just want to inspire those that are coming up, inspire those that are back home, 6 and 7 years old, and they're rocking the #1 jersey, whether they're in Paris, Germany, or Texas, Channelview, Philly, Jersey, wherever, Cali, it doesn't matter. If if you're watching, I want to set the right example for you to give you something to believe in, hope for, and one day you can do it too.
You've been asked probably about 1,000 times in the last couple of weeks about the end of your time at Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Right after that national championship, you were emotionally distraught because you weren't the starter anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You'd won, your team had won, but you looked at your dad and said, "What do we do now?" What'd your dad say?
He said, "We're going to fight, because that's what I am. I'm a